Hey everyone, today we're doing another Cardfight Vanguard deck profile, and it is this time going to be on Apex Ruler Bastion. This is a Keter Sanctuary deck. It is the main Keter Sanctuary deck of this series. Now this one will probably be the least changed from any of them, as I'm not really a fan of the cards Bastion got in set 2 or 3. So this is mainly going to remain an unchanged deck from set 1, which I don't mind. I don't have to spend a lot of money on this deck, so that's good. Pretty much the only new inclusions after set 1 are going to be the effect triggers. And of course, I'll probably, again, well, once set 4 comes out, the grade 4 Bastion comes out, and probably some other interesting grade 3 cards that the deck will revolve around. So it will change eventually, but this is my post set 3 deck for Bastion. We'll start with the ride line. Of course, the grade 0 Native Heavenly Bow base. Same effect as literally every starter. This one's effect, when it is rode upon by rooks, you can reveal 2 grade 3 cards and reveal the top card of your deck and then call it to a rearguard circle. Very cool, and this kind of already reveals the whole theme of this deck. This deck revolves around having grade 3 cards, and this is this deck's whole gimmick kind of thing. A lot of the Keter Sanctuary decks seem to revolve around having certain types of units. It's not like, actually, Dragon Empires are very widely different. Nirvana has the whole overdress mechanic itself. Overlord has its classic restanding. Eugene has mass retiring. Then Bafsagra has, of course, the equip cards. But again, that's kind of a tangent. We'll continue. This guy does have a rearguard effect. However, as this is the only copy you run in the deck, it is never used, so we will not go over it. Okay. And now Rooks, when it's rode upon by Bastion himself, you can reveal 3 grade 3s to draw a card. Very nice. And then, of course, finally, Bastion himself. His first effect is, during your turn, all your grade 3s get an extra 2k. Very nice. And then his main ability, at the end of the battle that you drove checked, revealed a grade 3. You can discard a card to choose one of your rear guards and restand it, and it gets an extra 10k. Very nice. So, automatic restanding abilities with just a discard cost. Very nice. Of course, just like any other deck, we play 3 of the main grade 3 in the main deck to continue off of the one in the ride. So, I already went over Bastion. Next up, probably the second main grade 3 in this entire deck, Grand Heavenly Sword Alden. This was probably one of, at the time of set 1's release, this was arguably the most expensive card. It's not so much anymore. But still, probably just through everything this card is going to remain in the deck. When it is placed on a rearguard circle, Counterblast 2, Soul Blast 1, to draw a card, to choose a card from your hand, to call it to a rearguard, and if you hold a grade 3, you get to draw 3 cards. Not 3 cards, 2 cards, my bad. Very nice. And then its other ability on Veer, when this unit attacks, if you have 3 or more grade 3 units, this gets an extra 5k. Very nice. This is Knight of War Damage Fasado. I would play 4 if I had it, but now this guy has become the most expensive card in set 1. He's 20 bucks a pop. I am pretty much basically thankful I got 3 when set 1 originally came out, back when I got all my set 1 stuff. So, yeah. And again, I would play 4 if I had the ability to get more, as he's very good. Now, I know a lot of people have actually taken him out of their deck. Weirdly enough, he gives so much assistance to the deck, I don't know why you'd get rid of him. This unit cannot be chosen by your opponent's card effects. That's one good thing about him. And then his main thing, when this unit attack hits, sure, it's an on-hit, but you can countercharge 1 and soul charge 1. Why would you not want that? Especially the countercharge. Or Soul Blast. For this card that's coming up, this is Darkstrain Dragon. When you have 3 more grade 3 units, Soul Blast 2 to give all your grade 3s boost for the turn. Very good. And he pretty much allows you to run an enormous amount of grade 3s without it becoming a hindrance. Next up is Refluke. You can put this unit into your soul, choose one of your other grade 3 rear guards, and it gets an extra plus 10 for the turn. Very nice. Another weird card I've seen people cut out. For whatever reason, he's still good, even though he's from the starter deck. Next up, we have the grade 3 that actually has some shield. Now, I know she doesn't have any shield printed on the side like normally, but here's her effect. If your Vanguard is Bastion, this unit gets, well, specifically the grade 3 Bastion, Apex Ruler Bastion, this unit gets plus 5k shield for every 2 of your grade 3 units. This includes itself. Very nice. Now, this gives you extra guarding potential. However, once again, the grade 4 Bastion comes out. This will be rotated out. However, there is going to be a more generic version of this card coming out in set 4 along with the grade 4 Bastion. So it is essentially automatically replaced right out the gate. So that's good. And unfortunately, this is probably going to be the last time you see her, which sucks, as her art is very beautiful. And next up is probably my interesting tech choice, and some I've seen other people include. Divine Sister Lepisto, or yeah, that's it. When your drive check reveals a trigger unit, Counterblast 2 and stand this unit, and it gets plus 5k for the turn. I've had some very goofy playtesting with this deck, especially if I get the over trigger with this thing on my field. It can get pretty nutty and you can get a lot of attacks, especially if you have a lot of counterblast saved up. You can at least reach 6 to 7 attacks. It's very cool, and it's kind of my little interesting inclusion to the deck to kind of keep it unique at least. And then we've got the final grade 3 of the deck. It is in order. Form up O Chosen Knights. You can activate this by paying a Counterblast and a Soul. Perform all the effects below according to the number of your grade 3s. 2 or more. Choose one of your units and it gets plus 5k for the turn. 3 or more, you get to draw a card. And then its final and amazing effect. Choose one of your Vanguards and it gets an extra drive check for the turn. Amazing, it can turn Bastion's twin drive into a triple drive, making it possible for you to hit more grade 3s, hit more triggers, essentially to trigger off all of your effects that you want to activate. Very nice. Of course, we've got the base set Perfect Guards for Keter Sanctuary, one of mine being an SP. Very nice. I've gone over what the perfect guards do in other videos, so I won't bother explaining them. Of course, for non-effect crits, and then the new set 3 crits with an effect. The standard heals, the effect front triggers from set 2, and finally the Keter Sanctuary Overtrigger. Now this one's effect is, until the end of your turn, you can also perform drive checks for your rear guards. Again, this is kind of what enables shenanigans with this card. It can be insane and a lot of fun. Yeah, Bastion is honestly a very fun deck. I honestly thought I wasn't going to like it. However, it is very good. And considering it's owned by the former main antagonist of the show and now a protagonist of the show, most likely it is going to get a lot of support going forward. Same with Nirvana and Seraph Snow, who is also one of the main character cards. So yeah, this deck will most likely change a bit in the future. However, for now, this is how I have the deck. I hope you enjoyed the video.